Okay, we've got it all stripped down to the insulation. And to the dirt. It's what?
It's good.
It's good? You think it's good?
Yeah!
Okay. Well, it's not moldy and stuff anymore, so that's good. And then I'll show you what we've got going. We're basically on plan E now on the concrete busting out.
Pink. I love pink.
Okay. So, we're back to using a jackhammer. So what was that? That was plan A. We're back to plan A, basically. So we've had some progress here.
What the heck?
Okay, don't be talking that way. But we still need to get in close to the house here. So anyway, there's that. And then, so today today was therapy day. Today was therapy day, and we went to biggest city close to us and did that. And I went to Costco, and then I got a call from the school to come get my son. My husband was in town, so he went and got my son. My son's sick. So I've got one home sick. I've got one fishing on the lake. This is a close-up of what I did Saturday. I'm just so totally thrilled with this right now. These will not be in here permanently, but this is basically my spring color animal trough. But it's also got an artichoke in the back. There's like 3 different kinds of lavender in here. Candy tuft, marigolds, and violas. Oh, and this thing, which is
I love those.
bacopa. It's pink bacopa. And it's a trailing. It's a, one that will spill out. So, and then here's a, excuse me, honey. A close-up of the fig. Which, if you'll excuse me for a minute, I need to dump this pot out. It's full of water. We've had torrential rain over the last several days. It's been not good. We've been on flood watch. We live in Southern Oregon, and we've been on flood watch. We were on flood watch till yesterday. Today we had some rain, but it's much, much better. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. I don't want to get that waterlogged and mess up that fig before I even get it in the ground. Let's go look at the radishes.
Okay, let's go.
Woo, it's cold out here.
Yeah.
So we have peas coming up. We have radishes coming up, and then the strawberries are coming back. And I don't know if I might just let them. Not sure yet.
Mama, look!
Yeah.
What the heck?
My chives look really pretty, and they're getting flowers on them. I'm pretty sure this is garlic chives, but I planted them so long ago, and they've overwintered fine, and they're spreading, and they're just gorgeous. I need to come out here and cut some and use them. So I think eggs are on the menu this week with some garlic chives. Yum. I'm gonna need to transplant this rosemary. I'm pretty sure that it will do better elsewhere. And I mean, it does fine, but it's spreading, and I need to put it somewhere where it can permanently spread. And this is my vegetable garden. I really don't want it to spread here. Lavender, same deal. I'm going to be moving it to a more permanent spot. Not yet, but we will. This is my parsley I planted last year. It overwintered and came back no problem. So I'm really pretty happy. This probably won't do well in the dead of summer though. And then I bought and planted this sage, tangerine sage. I thought that sounded really cool. Yeah. And then the frost got it right after I planted it, but it came back. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
So this is kind of my herb corner.
Yes.
Right now anyway.
It's true.
But I would prefer that it would be my area for annual herbs, and at this point I've got perennial herbs in here. But like I said, when we get those beds over there done, we'll be transplanting probably some of these over there. Thank you for adding to the commentary, my child. This is where our worm bins are supposed to go. These are the racks we had made for them. This has been in the works for some time. We're possibly 2 months, no, we're about a month overdue. We're a month later than we wanted to be on that project. And that project is something that my 12-year-old and my husband are working on together. This is where we were going to put them. Right now we have the log splitter over here. The plan was to purchase more property contiguous to ours. We were looking at this property. So I just showed you all a clip of the progress on the patio. It's looking pretty good. So going back to our original plan for basically using the jackhammer is what worked the best. It's just taking a toll on our guy. It's the problem. The other problem is we have a rather large dump trailer, but we can't put a lot of concrete in that still because it gets too heavy to tow. So we're at the point where we need the dump trailer dumped, and we don't have our guy to dump it because he's working out of town. So we're on a halt right now for that, but I'm going to go get my crew some food, and then I'm going to come back. And this afternoon we have, I host a garden class at my house on Wednesday afternoon. So that's basically, we're watching the great course called Growing Your Own Food or something like that. I'll put the name of it down in the links. So far really impressed with that. We own several great courses, and most of them have been winners. And I don't know if you're familiar with the great courses, but they're basically video education, and there's all kinds of different subjects. I mean, there's heavier subjects like math and physics, but then you've got gardening and cooking and different things. So they've been really helpful for me to learn in different areas that I want to expand my skills in. And so I host that on Wednesday afternoons for 6 weeks. We're watching 2 25 to 30-minute lectures at a time, and we're learning a lot so that we can all gear up for garden season. And so that's one of the ways that I expand my community and kind of network, and I'll talk more about that in my video that I have planned coming up here about networking and how to do that as a prepper without, you know, without bearing it all, right? Because we need to worry about security, OPSEC, right, for those of you who are ex-military. So anyway, I'm off to get on a food run, and that's what's going on with me today. It is a gorgeous day, and this is my view. Well, I got cut off there the other day when I was filming this, but anyway, we've been looking at purchasing contiguous property, and I might have an update on that soon, but it's not what any of us thought it would be. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to tell you about some other things, update you on some other things that are going on around here. Okay, so the concrete contractor we have came in. We finished busting everything out. I think I have some more video on this. I'm going to include more video on this about with some progress on that and how we busted everything out. So the contractor came in and prepped it to pour. He's not finished forming up yet, but I can tell with my naked eye that he's got the fall right. So from the house to the end, we have a 3-inch fall total. And then there's a fall going from the house out to the driveway, and everything's falling this way and that way, as it should. So there should be no more water issues up against the house. And that curb is great. It'll hold in the dirt for that flower bed, flower/herb, whatever I decide to put in there. But they're not finished coming around this way, so I'm not really sure what he's doing, because this is actually supposed to curve around, make this into a bed, a planting bed here, because I'm gonna put some grapes in there. So he's not finished forming up at this point, even though he said he'd be pouring Monday, which today is Easter Sunday, so happy Resurrection Day. He's going to be pouring on Tuesday. So that's what's going on with that. Let me see how I can get around here. Oh, here's another angle. So there's some water, a little bit of wet issues there, but that's all tamped down gravel. 3/4 minus. And I think he ordered too much. All right. Okay. Let's go to the shed. While they're here, they're gonna pour the floor to the shed. We got the shed walls on, so let me show you that. Whew, sun's bright. Thank God for it though. All right, shed walls are on, and instead of electrical being outside the wall, which it was before, I don't know if you noticed that, it's on the inside now. I don't know if we're gonna paint this or not, but those guys will be pouring concrete in here on Tuesday. And when that's all cured up and we've got a new door on the outside, I'm gonna be starting to move my stuff back in. I'm real excited to be organized. It's really killing me not to be bugging the heck out of me. The kids are getting ready to egg hunt. I just wanted to show you that I harvested some chives. I cut back and harvested my rosemary, so it's looking a lot better. Now I'm going to be making rosemary extract soon, and I'll try to do a video while I do that. And then I cut back my lavender pretty aggressively because I didn't realize you're actually supposed to do that. I probably should have done that a month ago. It has spread and gotten very woody, and I'm wanting to encourage new growth. So I did that. It looks a lot better. And then the strawberries. Oh, here we go, here we go. She went like everywhere but the lawn. Any strawberries that are coming up in this bed, I harvested and I put in these hanging. Okay, my boys are crazy. I also planted these little bins the other day too. We're doing an Easter egg hunt. So I've got lemon balm and spearmint and marigolds in that one, and marigolds in that one. Oh, they need to be watered. And sage, oregano, and marigolds in that one. Okay, so as usual, we have a lot of projects going on and a lot of half-finished projects because that's just kind of how we roll. But I'm excited that this week the concrete will be poured and the shed floor will be poured, and I can get on with organizing my shed and getting my beds around my apple tree and in the front part of my house planted with perennial medicinals and herbs. So I'm real excited about that. We've got some other projects going on. We're going to terrace our berm. We have some work in the orchard to do, and then we're still working on our vermiculture setup, and we're working on the wood splitting business, and probably some other things I can't think of right now because we always got a lot on. We always have a lot of irons in the fire. That's just kind of how it is around here. But today's Easter Sunday. We've just got over the influenza. Yay! My kids have been sick for well over a week. I haven't filmed. I haven't done much of anything. I lost over a week of work. I've basically been in the house, and I have major cabin fever. Yesterday I took my son to his track meet, and I didn't want to go home, so I took him to the deli for lunch, and then we went to the garden center. I tooled around there for a while and bought a couple things. And even though it's Easter Sunday, I really want to go to another garden center today because I'm just ready. I'm ready to get into the garden and get some stuff done and just feel that accomplishment of having something done. And when you've been stuck in the house for so long, it's just like major cabin fever, you know. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. You know, if I was a traveler waiting to travel, I'd say I have itchy feet, but I guess maybe I have itchy fingers. I don't know. But like I said, there's going to be an update probably coming soon about our purchase of contiguous property that is adjoining ours, and it's not at all what we thought it was going to be. We had mostly given up on the whole idea of it, and that's why my husband said, oh, let's do the dining room. Well, guess what? We decided we'd do the dining room, and that lasted approximately 48 hours before we were approached about another deal. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now, but I'm hoping we have some exciting news to share with you, and if we do soon, there's going to be a major project in the works. So I'm excited about sharing that with you, and possibly expanding my garden area and my ability to grow more food and be a little more self-supporting around here and self-sustainable. So that's what's going on here today. I'm going to probably upload this with several other little videos I took over the last week and a half, or just before we got sick. So it's kind of a menagerie of things, but kind of along the same line. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great Resurrection Sunday with family and friends. We're just going to lay low here. We're cooking ribs and some garlic mashed potatoes, and we're just going to have a really low-key day. Good evening from Southern Oregon. I needed to come out and look at the view again as we're getting into evening time. I'm just so happy that spring is here. It's April. By now I'm climbing the walls, ready for spring, and it's here. Happy Easter, everybody.